Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Rena, if you don't already know me. Today's video is a little chit chat get ready with me on this look. I used this amazing Zodiac palette for the very first time. These shades are so pigmented and so beautiful. I really enjoyed doing this look. Also, throughout this video, I'm kind of talking mostly about spirituality, a little bit of astrology, but mostly spirituality. I get so many questions about my spirituality and my whole spiritual journey. If you enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, of course. And let's just jump right in. I am starting off with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and I'm just going to start concealing any areas that I need to conceal. Also, I have kind of like a guideline of things that I want to talk about and questions that you guys have sent me that I want to discuss. One of the things I get asked the most is, when did you start your spiritual journey? So let me just give you guys a little bit of background info. So I grew up in a household with my mom not really following any religion and my dad being Muslim. My dad is Palestinian and Moroccan, for those of you that don't know. So he was raised with that religion and he's like followed it all his life. He wasn't as serious about it when he was younger. But now that he's gotten older, he's a little bit more strict about it. And so kind of all my life, I kind of felt like pressured to follow a Muslim religion, even though I knew that was not for me. Also, now I'm going in with my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, and I'll kind of dab this on and then just blend everything together. I'm in the shade Almond, if you're wondering. I just didn't really want to follow anything, if that makes sense. It wasn't until probably like 3 years ago that I kind of found the world of spirituality, and it just all made sense to me. For probably about 3 years now, I would say I've been on the more spiritual side. Also, one of the questions I have on here is thoughts on religion and spirituality, so I guess this kind of like explains it as well. But I do not follow a religion. I do believe in a higher power, which is something I get questioned a lot. Like, people are like, are you atheist? Do you not believe in God? Do you not believe in something? I do believe in a higher power. I do believe that there is something bigger and stronger than all of us that kind of determines what happens. Also, I kind of want to throw this in. I am not attempting to offend anyone or anything at all with this video. If you are someone that does follow a religion and you go to church and everything, that is great, 1000%. The majority of the people around me do, follow some type of religion or something. So I definitely do not have harsh feelings on anyone that follows a religion or anything like that. 100%. Just want to throw that in there. I would say my whole life I've pretty much known that I was not going to follow a religion because nothing made sense to me. But I didn't really know where, my life was going to go. And I didn't really know that I was going to fall into a more like spiritual path. I started really educating myself. I started getting books and reading things about it. I was watching YouTubers that really focus on like astrology and spirituality and everything as well. And everything just kind of started making sense. I really started educating myself on the law of attraction and like twin flames and everything like that. And I will make probably a more in-depth video maybe on this kind of thing. I think it has honestly made me a better person. Not that I was a bad person or anything, but I've just realized ever since I kind of have been on this path that whatever you put out into the world is exactly what you're going to get back. So if you are negative and hateful and you are always down on yourself and just saying that only shitty things happen to you and nothing good will ever happen to you, then you're pretty much speaking that into existence for yourself. And good things won't happen to you because you are putting that negative energy, you're putting that out into the world. So the universe has no choice but to give you what you're speaking into existence, if that makes any sense. I knew that I wanted to do this video, but I'm not a professional, and I really wanted this to just be spontaneous and raw and just me kind of sitting down and just chatting. A question that I got from one of you guys was, how do you feel about card readings? Also, I'm just gonna go ahead and contour a little. I am more into kind of like self-experimenting and just discovering yourself within yourself, and not really like having someone tell you, oh, this is gonna happen, or this means this, or whatever. I think things like that can kind of really mess you up in the head, because you know, they'll tell you, oh, this is not good, this means this is whatever, and then it scares people, and people stress about those things. A lot of those people are just bullshitting you and just feeding you with whatever they think you want to hear. I don't have anything against it. Maybe I would do it, but I definitely would not have anyone read my palm. I kind of grew up always being told that that's bad luck and that you shouldn't do anything with someone actually physically touching you. So if you're gonna do something like a palm reading or a card reading, I would personally suggest go for the card reading, because I don't know, it's a spiritual thing. Thoughts on like crystals and using healing crystals and all of that. Oh, I just popped my little nose ring out. I love crystals, and I've also gotten questions from you guys before asking like what crystals I suggest for you to buy and what's the best one. I think if crystals is something you want to get into, you should just go for whichever ones you are drawn to. When I first started getting into crystals, I was always reading like the benefits of each one and what this is supposed to do and what this is supposed to bring into your life. And you can. It's definitely really great to educate yourself on each crystal and like the colors and what they are supposed to do for you. But I honestly think that you should go for whichever ones you are most drawn to. I also don't really suggest like ordering them online. I think that you should be in person and be able to touch them and everything. If you do buy crystals, you should cleanse them, because negative energy does attach to those crystals. So you want to go home and cleanse them. Salt water is a really good way, like take them to the beach and cleanse them, just because you want to kind of get rid of all of that negative energy on them if there is any, because you know they're in a store most likely, and a million people have been touching those crystals, and then you're bringing them home, of course, expecting, you know, miraculous results and expecting something really good to happen. But if there's negative energy tied to those crystals, then you're not going to get the best results. But I think that if you meditate with those crystals and you kind of just put it into the universe that this crystal is going to do this for me. And I think that it really all comes down to that. What you say it's going to do and how in tune you are as well, which is something that I think just comes naturally for me. I definitely have moments where I feel a little bit less in tune, but overall, I'm a very like in tune person. I'm also totally not doing my makeup. I'm going to be using the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek and Wisp. This is a highlight. We've hit pan in this bad boy, people. I'm just using this on my fingers and dabbing it into my skin. This is my favorite way to use this product. Again, if you guys want to see a more in-depth video on like any of the things that I'm talking about in this video, please let me know. So yes, I'm highlighting all of the areas that I want to highlight. So I highlight my cheekbones, my nose, under my brows, and my Cupid's bow. And I'm going to go in with this Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Feisty. So I just focus on the apples of my cheeks, bring it up towards my temples, and I love to go over the nose because I think it gives you kind of like a sun-kissed look, which I love. Also, one of the questions on here was, do you meditate? And before I go into that, I'm just going to brush out my brows with this little spoolie, and then I'm going to use this tinted brow gel. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow, and I am in the shade 6. And that's all I do to my brows, by the way. Comb them out and then comb this through. But yes, I do meditate, and it has helped me tremendously. I do have really bad anxiety, and sometimes I have a little bit of a hard time relaxing and letting go of whatever it is that's making me really anxious. So the angle definitely just changed. Like I was saying, I have really bad anxiety, so it helps me a lot to meditate. If it's something that you want to look into or educate yourself on, I definitely would. Again, I think it is something that comes from within, and it's just something you kind of have to experiment with, and you'll get the hang of it. I definitely believe in you. So this next part is going to be the fun part. We are going to be using the Zodiac palette. So if you guys don't know, Kathleen Lights is a YouTuber here on YouTube, obviously. She's one of the few beauty gurus that like I live for her videos. She recently collabed with ColourPop and came out with the Zodiac collection. There's the main focus of the collection, which is this, the Zodiac palette, and then there's like 2 highlighters, 2 lipsticks, and 2 liquid eyeshadows. But I just purchased the palette because I am a makeup hoarder and I have way too much shit, so I didn't need to buy the whole collection. But I've been dying to try out this palette. I will link Kathleen Light's like swatching release video for this palette down below if you want to check that out. But this is what it looks like. Eee! I've unboxed this already, so I do know what it looks like, but I've not swatched any of the colors. The box is black with gold like detail all over it, and then the actual palette itself is blue with the gold detail all over. So every shade in the palette is named after a different sign. So I am super excited to use this. It also has a mirror, which is awesome because for some reason a lot of palettes these days don't have a mirror, which is a little bit mind-boggling to me because it's a necessity. So I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with just my concealer because I'm lazy like that. Another question I got from you guys was, do I believe in like the signs and do I think that signs are accurate? And yes, 1000%. So I'm going to start by using the Pisces shade, which is this sparkly like kind of aquamarine color, which is gorgeous. Why have I not been using the mirror in this palette this whole video? Okay, I think I might just apply this with my finger. Gorgeous. Yep, we're going in. Oh, this is flipping gorgeous. There is quite a bit of fallout with this shade, but that's my mistake for doing my eyes last. But oh my gosh, this is literally gorgeous. Okay, I absolutely love this. No, I literally love this. Oh my gosh. So I'm taking a little bit of this Pisces shade on this blending brush and I'm just gonna blend out the crease a little bit so it's not such a harsh line. I'm going in with the Aquarius, which is another blue color, but this is more of like a cobalt blue, and I'm going to dust this very lightly on my lower lash line. I'm going in with Pisces, by the way, and kind of focusing this on my inner corner and bringing it into the Aquarius shade. This is so gorgeous. I literally love this freaking palette. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to be taking the shade, the Gemini, right here, and ignore my nails. They're chipped and ugly. And I'm just going to be putting this in my inner corner. So I'm just taking it on my pinky and tapping it in the inner corner. And I think we are done with the eyes. Just got to put on some mascara. Something I'm doing really quickly is taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder on my beauty blender, and I'm going to take this under my eyes a little bit because this color did leave some fallout, so I want to kind of brighten up that area. I'm just going to curl my lashes now. Oh my god, I just realized I don't have any setting spray. Also, my mascara is super dry and it's like the only one I have at the moment. But I'm using the Better Than Sex mascara. And it's really, really dry, so don't judge this mascara off of what it's doing to my lashes right now, because it's like dried out. And I really need to buy a new one, and I don't know why I haven't. But you guys should comment down below and let me know what you thought of this video. And if you want to see more videos on like spirituality or, you know, anything specific, I really want to sit down and make a video kind of talking about anxiety and stuff, which I mentioned earlier. I also really want to make a video just focusing on astrology and like signs and stuff. I've been very big into astrology for the last few years now, but probably the last like 6 months to a year, I've been like pretty much studying astrology. I don't go to school or anything. You guys know I'm not in college, but I do like to educate myself even though I'm not in school, and I educate myself a lot on astrology. I've learned so much stuff in the last year from reading books and reading blog posts from, you know, people that study astrology and everything, and it's amazing. I've also learned how to read birth charts within the last few months, which is really, really awesome because it's really, really hard, and it's something that I used to look at and be like, what the hell is that? How do you read that? How do you even know? How do you even figure that out? And I can read them now, which is really awesome. Cody doesn't study astrology, but he thinks that it's really cool, and I like keep him informed on things. And I found his like moon sign and rising sign and everything out for him, and so it's been pretty cool. Do we stick with the ColourPop flow and use this ColourPop lip gloss? Maybe. So this is a ColourPop metallic lip in the shade My Jam, but this is like very pigmented, very, very sparkly, and very metallic. So I'm not going too crazy with this, but it's kind of hard not to. This whole look, I'm living for it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had so much fun creating this look and using this amazing palette for the first time. I will definitely be using this palette like on the daily. Comment down below and let me know what you guys want to see from me next. If you want me to go a little bit more in detail on a lot of the stuff that I talk about in this video, then let me know, and I'll make a video more based on astrology, more based on spirituality, whatever you guys want to see. Comment down below and let me know. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed. Also, if you would like to be notified whenever I upload, click the little bell down below and it'll give you a notification every time I upload here on my channel. I'm loving this look. I think it's so pretty. It's super easy, as you guys can tell. I literally used 3 shades out of this palette and it looks gorgeous. I could have literally stopped at Pisces, and Pisces by itself is a gorgeous look. All of these shades are literally so gorgeous. I highly suggest that you guys purchase this palette. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!